Well, y'all liked part 1 enough, so I guess here's part 2. Rewriting Big Mouth Season 8. But before I start, this writing shit is hard, so hey, if you want to help me out with the rewriting of Big Mouth, just leave your ideas in the comments. I'll happily read over them, and if I like them, I'm putting them in for sure, and I'm giving you your credit. But anyways, let's get on with the video. So if you haven't seen my first video on this, what's your problem? Go watch my first video on this so you can be caught up. But in my last episode, we said Drew here, his name is Drew for the rest of this video, he has the self-harm walrus and he's been cutting himself, right? Then Andrew found out he was cutting himself, and like the sneaky little bitch that he is, he told Nick, and that made Drew run off, and now we're going from there. So boom, episode 2 of Drew's story. So my episode is going to start with Drew in his room getting ready for school. And while he's getting ready, he's getting bothered by who else but our favorite 3 people. And they're harassing him about the night before. Everybody's going to be afraid you're going to get blood on. They're going to call you Bleeder.
You know how much of a baby you have to look to cut yourself?
Don't worry about them, baby. Just lay in bed and sleep it all away.
Kind of sound like the other fathers from Coraline with that one. From behind our 3 comrades right here comes a voice saying, "Don't do that." And it sends a shiver down all of their spines. Like they instantly all cower and go off to the side. When from out of frame slinks in with some slooshing sounds, our most hated villain in this series right now, comes the self-harm walrus. But not just any self-harm walrus. They all have their own names. So I'm going with Gus. Gus the self-harm walrus. But as he slinks over to Drew and puts his hand on his shoulder, you see like a dark hue or glow come from his hand as his hand touches his shoulder. And he starts talking. Anxiety, shame, depression, that's all stuff that we never really get rid of. It's parts of pain we just let fade away. But our best way to help the pain fade is to release it. And how best do we release it, Drew? And with a heavy sigh, Drew rolls up his sleeves and we pan out. Now, I know this rewrite seems a little dark, but what was puberty without its dark moments? But anyways, like, comment, all the other BS, and get ready for part 3.